Okay, you guys, I think I've got it. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to do that. Okay, we should be good to go. Hi, everybody. um, I was just sitting here watching Ivy, and she is off for the evening to go relax with hubby. And I thought I would come on for a few minutes. And I've been working in this while I was watching her. And I will tell you what, this is the Dream Voyage. I love this book. But you know, it's one of those books that I don't want to rush it because I really want it to turn out good. So I'm just kind of going slow, coloring a little bit at a time. I haven't colored in a couple days. And I always feel like if I don't color every day, that I kind of lose a little like talent or something until you get right back into it. Because it's like, some things are such a struggle, and they shouldn't be. Putting a little reddish brown in there because I think a grizzly is more of a reddish brown than a brown. I need it darker. Let me see. Okay, just need dark, just a little bit of it. Hi, Lori. How are you? Hi, Amy. How are you? I'm good. Just trying to get some coloring in. Like I said, I haven't colored in the last few days. Nothing's been wrong. I just, sometimes it just happened. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if y'all kind of get it or not. Hi, views of you. But this is kind of how I was seeing it, like kind of like Northern Stars type of, or Northern Lights type of thing. And then I just put some bling in there, gotta have bling. All right. I wasn't paying much attention, honey. I was just listening. When she told me what she was doing, I would look, but yeah, the glove thing, I just kind of went above my head, I guess. Yep. Okay, get some red in there. Oh, why are you dying? Oh, because of the glove thing? You guys, I swear. I'm going to kick both your butts. Your nails are all jacked up. Okay, I stuck the link in there. Was you painting? Put the link in there. If anybody wants to come up. We don't have a whole lot to talk about. I was just wanting to come on and color, but not necessarily, talk a whole lot. Which is kind of like not necessarily a good thing because I'm sure y'all don't want to just kind of sit there. All right, what color should we do his wings? I'm going to start out with a peach beige because he is brown. He's a brown bear or grizzly bear, however you want to look at it. So we kind of want to keep the color going. Oh, yeah. It's yeah, it's kind of a private joke type of thing. Are you there?
Yeah, so what did I miss? Because I was doing he wanted
Oh,
glove.
he came on here like 2 videos ago.
Oh.
And I don't remember his name, Sam Gloves or something was his name. And he started asking us, or me, however you want to look at it, if we wore like rubber gloves. And he really wanted to stay and watch my show, but he wanted me to wear gloves as I was coloring. I'm like, get the hell out of here, you psycho.
I thought y'all were making fun, well, not making fun, but talking about Ivy with her gloves.
No.
Oh, I see. I missed all that because I was doing something and I came back, but I still had it playing.
Yeah. No, it's now that they were here when he did it, they've been raising me ever since.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I see.
Lori even brought rubber gloves on her show.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
I see. Yeah. I came in right when y'all was laughing and I see Miss Ivy with gloves. I was like, why are they making fun of that? Girl, them nails her nails. She takes a lot of pride in her nails. I mean, and that's why I said I have ratchet nails, because you know I keep them short and they'd be half on, half off. One black, one white. You know, it's just. I was like, I don't care. So I didn't know.
You ladies better go back there and leave her a message and let her know that you weren't making fun of her.
Yeah, y'all need to let her know, because I like I said, I came in, but she was on the live. I didn't know what was going on.
Right.
But y'all had a good time talking about it, though. That's why I was like, ooh.
Oh yeah, they're probably like Lori's over there probably wiping her eyes, and she's got tears in them, and Amy's probably doing the same thing.
Oh yeah.
Yep, it's a standing thing with me now.
Well, I missed that live. Is it still up?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't catch it. Well, if it happened, I know somebody was in your live and I was like, let him go or something. I think I walked away or something like that. So I don't. Maybe
I blocked him and just kind of. It kind of irritated me at first, and then it was like, do I just keep giving him more attention, or let it go and move on, or just a troll.
Yeah. They still are clicking the view.
Right? So, what do you think? My Northern Lights look all funky now?
No, it looks really nice. I love the color combinations, and I like how you got them shaded. I mean, blended. Very nice.
Cool.
I wouldn't have known what to do with that. That's why when you say, "Oh, I'm gonna do this page," I was like, "Help yourself." But now that you're doing it, I'm like, "Oh, that's so pretty." Now I might have to add that one into my selections. It's funny when you never you look at a page and be like, but then somebody else does it. It's like, "Oh, wow!" So that's how I feel about that one.
Well, that's how you get ideas, is by watching each other and sharing with each other, and yeah, I would have never thought to do what she's doing with her cases over there.
With her faces.
Her cases.
Oh, the cases. Oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah, Amy, that's what I thought y'all were talking about. And I was like, ooh, y'all kind of rude in her face. So now I know I get it, because I was like, ooh, these people are getting mean. I'm rubbing off on y'all. I was like, right to her. I'm like, she's in here alive. Y'all talking about the gloves and stuff. I was like, oh my goodness. So, but I didn't know, and I hope she knows. I don't know, but I'm not as some people are more sensitive in that, because if I had thought y'all was talking about my gloves and my fingernails, I would have just straight up when we went ahead and start cussing out everybody. I'd have taken names and numbers. Let me cuss out 1 through 4. I'm being funny. No, I wouldn't have cared.
No, she's not being funny, because it is like
I would have.
You're talking about it, and she's up here. She's ready to go.
Somebody talk about my nails right now. I dare you.
Yep.
Y'all gonna tell me to put gloves on, please. Your nails are horrible. We need you to put gloves on. I would have ran with that whole storyline. But it would have been funny to me. I wouldn't have taken any offense. I always see the comedic thing and stuff. But yeah, no.
She come over here to kick ass and take names later.
No, I did not. No, I see Kim turning it around. No, I did not. I just didn't know where it was going. So I just came up because I'm not finished. I actually did a comparison video with I went to I went to Walmart and got this matte medium for $4.70. And then I got this one in from the Amazon. I think this was $26. I got it on sale. This is 16 ounces. But I had went through this little 8 ounce in 2 days. So I was doing a comparison. So I was in and out of her video and doing a live video, which I'll upload a little bit later. So I didn't know. So when I came in, I just saw y'all stuff, but she had gloves on. And y'all talking about gloves. I was like, ooh, what's going on? Y'all gonna be coming up on my little Ivy? That's my sorority sister. No, but I didn't say nothing mean. I was just like, ooh. I said I put some gloves on too. If I had them nice nails. That's why I said my nails are all jacked up. I don't care about my nails.
I think that's why she said something about it's not forgiving with your skin.
What's not forgiving? Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, because it's melanated. It's pigmented, Yeah, and I can see it probably will stain. It's definitely, especially the nails. It would stain the heat to her nails, and up under the nails. When you have those nails, you want to make sure that you don't have stuff stuck up under there because it doesn't look as clean, and it's not because it's so. By her putting those gloves on, that's a good thing. So I know when Miss Taylor May gets into the messy stuff, if she does, she will be putting her gloves on too. Yeah, and there's somebody in the other area, Kim, that they keep busting because her nails under there had stuff up on there, and they were saying some things about it, which I'll type in the Instagram. Taylor May knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, I thought you meant there was somebody in the back chat here.
No, I'll type it on your Instagram. Yeah, no, I don't want to say because I don't want to bring that. Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, now if I could just figure out how to do water.
Dot it like you learning how to dot it. Put the darker color on the lines and then dab the lighter colors in the space. You can try. Oh, you can try whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of.
She said, "I'm scared of that." And watch, it'll come out perfect. But I understand.
Oh no, I'm not using watercolor in here yet.
Oh, okay, watercolor. Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
This is Dream Voyage. No, that's why I'm taking so long doing this one.
Oh, that's the one that had to come all across the pond and all the drama and all that. You're like, I ain't effing this book up. Okay.
No.
Okay. That's the holy grail for you right now. I got
is.
you. So all you had to wait to get the book. And that's you're like, nah, View, I'm not like you. I ain't gonna mess this book. And you sent it to me, View. No, I ain't messing this book up. Did you see how quick she said, no. She shut me down before I could even get my thoughts out. Oh my gosh. Glad I'm not so super sensitive.
Oh, I think you're the bomb where it comes to coloring and watercolors and stuff.
Yeah, but you be scared, Kim. I don't know why you be scared. Kim be scared, Taylor May. She's scared. She's scared of you, her watercolors. She'd be scared.
Oh, I am. I'm scared to use them in books right now. Just
see.
In the like if I was doing my Guerrico book,
Camellia de Enrico.
Then that's different because it's kind of like a book that you kind of need to use everything in that book. It's just one of those books that you just kind of need to throw everything at it because it can take it.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm like that too. But now but it just depends. I know what you mean. You don't have to. Well, you explain it to anybody you want to, but yeah, I get it. Because I made some books that I didn't think I would never. Oh, I would never. And look, next week I'm like, girl, let me put some more watercolor in this book. I'm never gonna use my markers, huh?
Poor Miss Bubbles a heart attack.
I know Miss Bubbles just looks up and said, "Oh Lord, that's a view." I love when she get Bubbles. Hold on, calm down. I'm getting ready to put something on here. What? And then she just say, I done got nothing to do with that.
Yep.
Meaning, don't ask me to help you fix the page after you F it up. I can't help you view. She just let me go now. She don't even say anything to me. She just be like, viewing her science experiments.
Well, it's hard to say anything to you about it because, I mean, damn, girl, you tore up a Serene book.
I know, right. I will never live that one down. Do you know how long it took for me to get that book? How much money I had to save to get that book? And I got
Hell
that book,
yeah,
and I
dude.
said, girl, and I ripped it up all horribly. Girl, I said, oh, well, I'll get another one, whatever. It ain't but a book. An expensive book. A book that you just can't buy now.
I'm sitting here thinking to myself, you know, I've been wanting that book ever since I started coloring.
And this witch.
And this chick's over here ripping the shit out of it.
I know, right? Oh, they was really hating on me back then for that. Ooh, goodness.
Yeah, but you know, it's her book. Just do what she wants to do with it. So,
I still have it.
Yeah. What do you say to that? And actually, you know, I almost think yours is better than pretty much anybody's because it's spiral bound.
Right. Yep.
So
actually, I took it to now I can't get up because it's all the way over in the back thing, but I did take it to, I cut it down some more, and then I took it to Staples and let them put the wire bound and not the bounding that I did.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I didn't show y'all that. I got it a couple months ago done like that. When I was showing somebody else how to do the binding book, I went ahead and took that one there. I'll show you. Ooh. When I come on tomorrow or Saturday, I'll come and show it.
She'll show us one of these days.
Yeah. I wish it came like that to begin with. I wish we could have ordered it like that. I mean, that book was so expensive. You could have we would charge another $5 more for it. It was still already overpriced. So another $5 wouldn't have made a difference.
Hey, I'm just extremely happy to have it, so I'm not going to complain.
Yeah. Ange, hey Ange, I was saying hi to you after you came in. You came in right after I ended, and then I was still typing. And sometimes you can still type in the chat, and I didn't know if you were still there. Hey, I'm sorry I ended because I didn't see the chat before I ended. I should have looked at it before I ended it, but I had done enough. I had done too much. I had to get off.
Hey Ange, how you doing?
I know my limit now, so I just jump off. I shut the hell up and get off. Okay.
Yeah, I was getting ready to tell you. Huh? I was coming in the art room to jump on, and all of a sudden you were gone.
Yeah. God. And and then some.
How's your cousin? How's your cousin?
Oh, she gone. She's gone. No, she's still alive.
Yeah.
She went home, so they got another room set up and everything because the baby's only 3 weeks old, so
right.
And she felt good, and so it's still they still a couple more days in school, and all her stuff is there. So yeah, so they relocated everything. But I gave her 2 COVID tests. Her parents gave her 1, and I gave her 2 while she was here because you ain't gonna give this shit to me. I know we're not gonna give it to your little newborn baby sister, but we're not gonna give it to me either. Okay. So I came in, and after she left, I bleached down everything. I was bleaching down the doorknobs. I cleaned the bathroom real quick. I sprayed it down, wiped down the community areas, like the refrigerator. You know how to handle. I'm germaphobe. I was doing everything, and I did it real quick, like in 15 minutes. Went through, and wiped everything down.
Well, yeah, you gotta.
I do.
I do that after people leave my house. I go through with the Lysol and I spray where they sat. I spray the doorknobs. I spray, I clean my bathroom, but yeah, I sprayed light sockets.
Hey, Blue Skies. Yeah, the switch. I did the switch. Yep. And I even I wiped the little handle down for the fan. I had my air conditioner on, but still I just, in case she turned the fan on, because I was in this room, so I don't know what she was doing in the other room. So, and I was anything, the blanket that's in the washing machine. I like, oh,
Yep.
oh my God.
I'm not a germaphobe per se, but I'm sorry, but I know what I do in the bathroom. But how am I supposed to know what anybody else does in the bathroom?
Yeah, the toilet flush. My toilet has
piss on your hand and like not wash your hands. I don't know.
Yeah, I did all that, the faucets and everything, and then my toilet has the 2 buttons, like one if you take a dunk and one if you do a pee pee. And so I cleaned that out. I wiped that down and bleached that because I do that anyway. I normally put like a thing of Lysol thing and some tissues, like, because after you use the bathroom, most people just push that button, and then like I don't want that on there because I wear contacts. Well, I used to wear contacts, and so like I don't feel like you're gonna get that finger clean. So I always suggest people to use a napkin or something to push that button down. I still clean it, but
No,
I don't like that button. I'd rather have a level.
Mm-hmm.
But that button,
I go in there and bleach. I've got alcohol or bleach wipes and stuff. I bleach the handle of my sink and my toilet and all that stuff, and then I'll spray it with Lysol and yep.
Yeah, I do all that. I sure do. And I do that just anytime I have people over because, your home is your sanctuary and, you don't never know. And I like it when you have workers that come to your house that do not ask to use your bathroom. Because to be a professional, you're not supposed to ask that unless you have a bathroom that's like out in the garage or something like that. I was talking to this one guy that I used to do his business taxes for. And I don't know, somehow we had this conversation and yeah, he was like, I train my workers not to ask. They go ahead and get in a car and go to a McDonald's or go somewhere. Well, men, y'all know y'all can do whatever y'all do any kind of where, but it's not polite, especially if you got the work boots on and you can't be going to somebody's house draping the, unless you put them condom things for your shoes and boots and stuff. There's some etiquette that professionals that come into your home need to apply by. But yeah, everybody that asks, can I use your bathroom? And they did the lawn work. No.
So about 6 years ago, I had my kitchen floors and utility room floors and all that redone. And the guy that redid them, he brought helpers or whatever. And he never done work for me again. He really hasn't. One of his workers come up to me and asked me if he could use my bathroom. I said, "Are you nuts?" He's like, "What? Pardon me?" I'm like, "No, you can't use my bathroom."
Yeah.
I said, go out there by a tree or go out there and you're full of friggin' dust from cutting wood and shit. And no, you got shit all over your shoes. Hell no, I have white carpeting.
Right.
You are not coming in my house. Absolutely not. No.
Yeah.
And then I went and told his boss, I said, your workers are in here asking me if they can come into my house and use my private bathroom.
Yeah, if you have a guest bathroom, that's a little bit different, but my guest bathroom is still a full bathroom. And then I have a bedroom that has a bathroom. So it's like I still, yeah, I know what you mean. But you had white carpet and they was out there walking in dirt. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, and not only that, you're a worker. I don't know you from Adam. I'm not trampling you through my house to get you to my bathroom.
Yeah, a lot of stealing goes on like that too. That's how a lot of people come up missing with stuff. Or and then when they file the claim, and then they're like, "Did you have any workers in your house?" They'd be like, "Yep, they came in to do something else outside, but they came in to use the bathroom."
Or he comes back later, and who knows? I'm not
Knows where
paranoid.
everything is.
Yeah, I'm not
Convenient.
paranoid, but I'll tell you what, I ain't
You
scared
have
to
to
be
be. You have to be careful. You have to be very careful, especially if you live by yourself. So that's why I'm always very cautious and stuff. Like I don't even when I was living in certain places, I wouldn't even let the maintenance. I would have to be there unless some water was going somewhere or something. I would have to be there. I don't. You sound a thing. Yeah, that's pretty. Look at that. That's nice water. Yeah, I wouldn't even let them change the filters. I change my own filters. Plus, I change my filters once a month. They come in what every 3 months or something.
Yeah, and we do
So I did
all our
all
own
that.
stuff over here. Yeah.
Yeah, and I would take off work. Somebody's getting ready to put the filter because at that time they would put the filters for the refrigerator for the ice thing. So they did that one time when I was gone. I was like, nope, I just buy the filters. You give me the filters and I'll put them in or something like I don't know, but that was a mess
Yep.
to ask that. Because they go into your refrigerator. You don't know. You know why I'm so paranoid? Because when I was living someplace, this man that was doing the regular extermination, whatever, I had never seen any bugs anywhere. But when that man left, I had a bug in my refrigerator, a big cockroach in my refrigerator. And then when I pulled my bed open to get in my bed, there was a bug in the bed. So that man had been in there and did place those bugs in there. I had never seen nothing.
Oof.
So, and then you can spit in your mustard and, eat your food and stuff, or, put urine in your Kool-Aid. I have to be there. No. And if they do come in there when I wasn't there, when I was living in apartments, I would throw everything away from the refrigerator. They could put some drugs or something in there, some poison. They do. People are so mean. So I'll just throw everything away. I sure will throw all that shit away. I'll buy some more. Hmm.
Yep. We it's we come from the way back when they had what was that guy that was going around killing all the young girls? He would pretend like he was hurt.
Ted Bundy.
Yep. You just don't know. You wouldn't have known. You would have had no idea that man was a psycho. No. Watch some of those shows.
Yeah, I'm just like that, and I'm not going to change. So
Yep.
I'm still alive.
Right? Knock on wood. I've never been in trouble in my whole entire life. I am still alive. I've never been not hurt by a stranger, anyways.
Uh-huh.
So I must be doing something right. Yeah. I figured I better. I'm happy because I am better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Call it paranoid, call it whatever you want. That's what kind of how I am. I don't let anybody in my house unless I know you.
Mm-hmm.
I had when I first moved here. These neighbors around here have been here. Oh God, like since this house was built. They were all born and raised here. Their parents lived here. They grew up here. They grew up with all kids. Blah blah blah. They watched the house be built. They were in and out of it, and they thought because of that they could just walk right on in. I was sitting in my living room one day and I hear I don't know what my husband was gone. He was somewhere. And I hear my back door open and close and I'm like, what the hell? By the time I made it to my back door, my neighbor was in my kitchen getting ready to sit down at my dining room table. Said, "Hey, how you doing?"
Mm.
I'm like, "Excuse me? Since when do we just walk in people's houses?" Did we not learn better when we were kids?
Mm.
But yeah, people they don't care. They just walk in and
Yes.
do what they want.
Kim, you're touching on a subject, a touchy subject for me. I'm so embarrassed. I still am embarrassed, and this happened maybe 25 years ago.
Don't tell me you.
Yes, I have gotten directions. I was going to one of my sorority sisters' house, and I had been there before because I actually stayed with her for a little bit during I don't know what had happened. I think somebody in her family had passed or what, not passed. Let me not say that. They had moved. Oh, she was going through a divorce and they were transitioning some rooms and stuff. Anyway, I was over there. And then I had went away for a while and then I came back. She was having a party. And so I just automatically knew the address and knew the house and everything. Girl, I get over there with a big bottle of wine and my coat. It was wintertime. And I know when you come into her house, you always take your shoes off. Girl, I pulled up into the garage, not to the parking area. Girl, I went to the door, opened the door, put my bottle of wine down. And then I think I had a cake or something, took my shoes off. I hung my coat up in the closet. And then I proceeded to walk towards the living room because the houses were kind of like built the same way. And I'm looking at a family. Now, Kim, you know I'm Black, right?
You are not.
I'm Black, yes. So, family of very friendly white people. Now, I know the white people. Listen, this sounds weird. I'm not being racist, y'all. I'm just describing this scene. They had guests, okay? And it was like a John Boy. What is it? What's the little family on it? What is the one John Boy? Like, they were all around this big table.
Waltons.
The Waltons. And they had the turkey and everything. And they was apple cider and everything. And they were very religious. When I tell you it was so quiet, I turned around and I saw at least 20. No, how many? If it's 20 people, I'm going to say it's 15 people. I had 15 eyeballs looking at me and nobody said a word. They was like in mid eating. And they was like, okay, just move. Don't say nothing. Oh my God. And for about 4 minutes, I stood there looking at them. They stood there looking at me. And then I said, oh, I'm sorry. And then because I had already been there before, the homeowner already knew me. And he said, Pamela, what the hell are you doing? He said, if you wanted to come over, you should have just called. Oh my God, everybody laughed. Oh my God, it was so awkward because then that time, I think they had some house break-ins and shit like that. Girl, it was so freaking funny. And it was so quiet. But I knew that, they was talking and stuff. And I just figured I didn't even look that way. I turned around. They sitting there, one fork up in the air, the little kid, everybody's mouth wide open. It was so embarrassing. It was so embarrassing. Yes, and I'm Black. But it was like I had walked into the Walton scene, the whole family. Dogs knew me. That the dog, because like if you go to somebody's house, they got dogs, they gonna say something, but the dogs knew me from when I used to be over there before. So the dogs was like, oh, here come that bitch. They ain't even barking.
Right?
Oh my God.
That's too funny.
I'm so embarrassed. I know, Ange, but I just had to say the white and the Black thing only because it was funny. Because it was a group of housing development. Everybody was Black, white, Latin. It was nothing.
We're all adults here. Times and stuff were different at certain points in time of our life. Well, the white and Black thing always kind of like sometimes didn't mix very well.
Right, you did. But that was their whole family, But they used to come over, him and his friends, and they sit there. We all sat in the garage area and drink beer over my sorority sister's house and drink beer. So it wasn't like it was just shocking because I didn't say anything. I was like, let me just put my coat on because I was running late. Girl, it was so funny.
That's funny.
And then after everybody laughed and everything, I said, see, I guess you're going to lock your damn door now. The door was locked. I wouldn't have been able to do that.
Yep.
So then I go over to the part where I was supposed to go, which was right next door. And my sorority sister, I said, you know what I did? She said, you did that again. Apparently, when I used to drink, I used to do that before. I don't remember. She said, you did it again. That's it. That's all.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I have to do that now because, you know,
lock the door.
yeah,
Mhm.
because you
Then-
just around here you have no clue who's going to be walking in your back door.
and normally the people that come over there and where you live at, they don't mean no harm. It's just
Well,
I
I
guess.
don't know about that. About
Uh-oh.
4 miles down the road, there somebody walked in somebody's house and shot him.
Oh. Oh, okay. You
4 in
know
the
them
morning.
no good.
I said at 4 in the morning.
At 4 in the morning?
Yep.
Oh, that was planned. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Yeah, but I always say lock the door anyway. Always lock the door. I always. And that's why I have to keep getting up to check because when you have little ones over, they'd be opening the door and stuff. I'm like, this ain't your house. You just don't do that. And little kids don't care. They'll be like, oh, somebody's at the door. Let's open them. Uh-oh, Angie's saying something, Kim.
One day I got in the wrong car.
I did that too.
And just jumped in a car that looked like mine. The guy in the driver's seat was really surprised. I bet.
I done that too. Or tried to stick my key in the wrong car.
Yep.
Oh, she said she seldom lock her front door. Oh, don't be tempted by now, and oh Lord, I'm coming to get all them coloring books over there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I never used to. I mean, we live out in the middle of nowhere. Who's going to bother you? Cow?
right.
But hell, I moved here and my neighbors scare me.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Holy shit.
I haven't thought about that story in so long. I'm glad. Oh my goodness. You really have to be there to really appreciate it. But yeah, it was.
All right. What color do I want to do?
I really like how that's coming along. And you still have a limited palette, Kim.
Yes, and that's why I want to do the wings, but the color that I want to do the wings, I'm not sure if it's going to overpower the rest of it. So I think I'm going to have to change the color that I want to do.
Yeah, that's my downfall. I'll get something going really good, and then I'll all of a sudden just pick something up and jack the whole thing up. Oh, Angie says her security guard is her neighbor. Oh, okay. He has cameras posted at your house. Okay, yeah.
Pencil abuse. I
Did
dropped
you
a
sharpening?
Oh, I dropped one.
Oh, it's called pencil CPS.
Yep. Turn me in.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I just had the best tickle. I know y'all probably just don't appreciate it, but I tell you that just tickled me.
I do appreciate it because there's stories that I could sit here all day long and tell you guys, and yeah, I do get it.
Yeah. It's just bringing back memories about other things too. When you get older, you have these type of stories.
Yeah.
Young people don't have a lot of stories to tell.
I don't think I ever walked in somebody's house though. I think you got me beat on that one.
I know. I'm embarrassed. Yeah. I'm embarrassed all over again. I felt so dumb. But you know what?
I remember in high school
I could have got shot. Go ahead.
I remember in high school I walked in the boys' bathroom once.
Oh, I've done that too before.
That was embarrassing.
I did that at the doctor's office. And I
Going
wasn't young.
going in ain't so bad.
Yeah, going in and turning around.
When you come out, you know everybody's seeing you come out of that bathroom.
They're like, what are we talking about right here?
Mm-hmm. Yep. You know you
Yeah.
ain't gonna live it down for months.
Mm-mm. Yeah. And being young too. Oh my goodness. I can only imagine. Yeah.
Yep.
Somebody, Angie said she did it at a restaurant. I did it too at a restaurant and a doctor's office. Sure did. That's before they put those, when they started putting those little women with the dress on and men with the pants on.
I wasn't paying attention. I was
I
talking
wasn't.
to one of my girlfriends and
Mhm.
walking down the hallway, getting ready to go to the next class. And I said, well, I'm going to use the bathroom and I'll catch up. Okay. Well, I ended up passing the girls' bathroom and not noticing and just thinking that the boys' bathroom was the first bathroom that I came in. Nope. It was the second door, not the first one.
I realized that when I saw those urinals. Oh, those things are horrible looking, and the
Oh, yeah.
smell,
Yep.
I was like, oh, I made a mistake, and I turned right around.
Yep. It took it about a week or so for me to live it down, but
Yeah. Well, everybody does that at some point, but yeah, being young, that happening. Oh my goodness, did it traumatize you, Kim?
no. I turned right. All the people that was laughing, it was mainly like the cheerleading crowd and stuff. And yeah, I was not one of them. Yeah, I just pretty much told them to F off and kept going my
Yeah.
way. You guys would have known me in school, in high school. I
Hmm?
would wear like I dated a guy that had longer hair than me. Okay. Um, leather jackets and yeah, I was not a bad girl, but I was protected by all the bad people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was the burnout. They all called me Little Kimmy.
Was there a big Kimmy?
No, I was just like very, like I was tall, but I was very thin. Um, and yeah, I don't know. That's what they used to call me. I don't know. Nope. If they could see me now, call me little now, you little fuckers. No, I'm sorry. Mm, yeah, it's like I was talking to my granddaughter yesterday, and I said, "Promise me something when you get to the high school." I said, "You only got like the end of summer, and then you're in high school." Yeah, Grandma. I said, "Well, promise me you won't buy an elevator pass." She's like, "Grandma, we don't have elevators in our school." I said, "That's my point." She says, "What?" I said, "They're going to try to get you to buy an elevator pass." She says, "Who is?" I said, "The upperclassmen." She says, "Grandma, we don't do stuff like that." I said, "I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen." No, our generation, we don't bully anymore. Honey, you're not in high school yet. You're going to be around people that are practicing to be young adults. And trust me, you are going to be the babies of the school. The first thing they're going to want to do is try to sell you an elevator pass. She just thought I was nuts. They tried to sell me one. I probably would have fell for it, but I had an older brother that went there before me. Just kind of that naive when I first started high school. Get on the elevator for free. You have to have an elevator pass if you go to the school. You've never heard of an elevator pass? Come on. Yeah. There was a bunch of seniors that went around when it was my 9th grade year. That's when I started high school. And the day that we were doing orientation, most of us didn't take our parents, We went there by ourselves and got our schedules and got our lockers. And there would be some seniors there that had these things written on pieces of paper. And it said elevator pass. And they would sell them to you between $1 and $5, depending on who you ran into. Yep. We had 2 stories, we had an upstairs and a downstairs in our high school. So, they were clever and thought they'd sell elevator passes. God, is my school the only one that did that? I wouldn't.
I never heard of them.
Really?
No.
Oh my goodness, I guess. Yeah. It was funny.
What you eat for dinner?
We had ribeye steak, cornbread stuffing, and a salad we had broccoli and cauliflower.
Ooh.
And sauteed onions.
Do you use A1 sauce on your steak?
No. My husband uses A1 if we got it, but most of the time we don't. So he'll either use Worcestershire or barbecue sauce. Sometimes he'll use horseradish.
Okay, yeah.
Nope, I don't use anything like that. I might dip it in the Caesar dressing if I have a baked potato or something with it, but yeah, no, normally I love the flavor of a nice seasoned steak. That's seared in its juices. Ugh, so good.
I haven't had one in years, but that was the date. Somebody took you to Bonanza or somewhere and get a steak. They really liked you then, back in the 80s, 70s.
High time. Yeah, when we first got married, that was our before then, that was one of our date nights. You'd go up to the steakhouse and, get a New York strip or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I love ribeyes, so that's what I do. I'd rather have a ribeye over a New York strip any day.
Yeah, I remember those days.
Yep. And then, we had kids and that kind of stopped. Although we would still go out to dinner on Fridays. That was my day that I didn't have to cook.
Yeah.
But it wasn't for no steaks. We'd take the kids to Big Boys or something. Or the Chinese restaurant or someplace that was family friendly. Although I had good kids. They didn't horse around in restaurants or scream and holler like, some kids do. I only had to take my daughter to the ladies' room one time. That's because she wouldn't stop crying over something silly. And I said, if you don't stop crying, I'm going to take you in the bathroom and I'm going to give you a reason to cry. She didn't believe me. She kept pushing it and pushing it. We went to the bathroom, and by the time she came out of the bathroom, she was done crying.
A meeting in the ladies' room. I'll be back real soon.
Yep. Yep. She turned into a real nice young lady. And I didn't even have to spank her. She just, we were heading for that ladies' room, and she shut right up before we even got there. Well, I have been on for a whole hour, and I was only going to be on for 30 minutes.
Yeah, you know what? I can tell now when I'm on for an hour because I didn't talk myself to death, and I'm like, well, let me get off of here. I like an hour. Hour is good because you get closer to your watch time hours on my coloring channel, and then you get off. You just say, okay, thank you. Been here for an hour. Bye.
Right? I wanted to tell you something.
What?
Picture that's the roller coaster.
Yeah.
I love what you did with those two guys. That is so cool. At the end of that railroad thing.
Yeah.
Put the black hole.
Oh, that'd be a good idea.
They're gonna go through what are those? Like a time warp or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like a time warp or something like that.
Yeah.
So it took me so long to find because I knew I wanted to put some people in that seat, and it took me so long to find a book that had and those were in a book that I was going to use to do just reverse collages, but I said no, I'm going to sacrifice this, and the angle of them, I just loved it, and I was like, oh, this is going to fit perfectly. So yeah, thank you.
Yep. All right.
Back to the Future. Isn't that what you said it was?
No, you said it was that.
Oh, I did? Okay.
Yeah, on your live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, thank you. You were saying back to something, and then I think it was Amy or Don or somebody said Back to the Future. You said, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what it was because I remember John, what's his name? The Keaton? That one that has Parkinson now?
Yeah, what is his name?
Keaton? Something? No, that was he was in a show, his last name was Keaton. Yeah, I can't think of what his name is, but yeah, I really enjoy his acting. Bless his heart.
Why did it just sound
Michael
like somebody,
Keaton. No, is that his name? That was his TV show name.
sounded like
I don't know.
somebody just popped into the back, but I don't hear it.
Oh, somebody popped in the bag?
I don't see him.
Oh.
It sounded like it though.
Oh, you worked at Ponderosa Steak. Ponderosa was the bomb. They had some good beef tips and mashed potatoes. That's when I used to eat beef. Girl, Ponderosa, and that'd be a good cheat date. Oh, look at this picture Kim's done. Look at this.
Okay,
Very
so
nice.
this is Dream Voyage. Whoop, Dream
Yeah.
Voyage. And this is how far I got today. We got
Very
that
nice.
little bling up there at top. And then we got the water and the
Mhm.
leaves. And then we got the wings.
Nice. And you're doing low and slow.
Yep. Yep, because that's, I don't want to screw it up.
Yeah, no, you're not. You'd be like, on bated breath with every pencil stroke or brush stroke.
Yep.
You was waiting for that book though, weren't you, Kim? Kim was like, ooh, and
I
Ange got
was.
hers, and I got mine. And I said, ooh, I kept checking. I said, ooh, if these people don't deliver this book, I'm gonna get on a plane and go over there.
I couldn't believe when you told me that it was coming to me
Mm-hmm.
because, like, I didn't even know that it had hit Amazon yet.
Yeah.
And I had been watching for it and watching for it and watching for it. By the time I would have noticed that it was there, it would have been gone.
Yeah, well, I ordered it from Blackwell, so that's where I found that everybody was getting it from. So, and then at one point, Blackwell's sold out also.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I
that
think
book,
that's why mine took so long.
yeah, I think yours hit, and I ordered them all at the same time. But
Yeah.
yours, by the time they got to yours, I don't know how they picked to pick on you, but
Well, it might have been that you got the last 3.
oh,
And they sent yours out and they sent Ange's out, and then
then they realized they didn't. That somebody, probably an employee, took the other one. They took your book, Kim. That's what happened.
yeah, who knows?
But
They
yeah,
miscounted or something.
they miscounted. Or one was maybe, let's just say one was destroyed or something, and they didn't want to send you crap, so they had to make sure that you got the good book. So
yeah.
But oh my goodness, I was on
damaged.
pins and needles, huh?
It was either damaged or maybe their shipment was short one.
Yeah, and that's what it is with inventory. You just never know, because that's why you have to do counts and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, but I'm glad it worked out. But I'm telling you, that book stressed me out. I was like, oh my God. Especially because Amazon wasn't going to have it till June or something. But I come to find out they got it sooner. But they were saying, you can pay for it now, but we can't get it to you till June. And I was like, what?
Yep.
I said, because I was going to order you another one in Amazon. That way I said, well, maybe they'll get it sooner. But they said June. I was like, might as well just wait.
Yeah, it was just weird the way they did it. They shouldn't have said they printed a label and things was ready to go if they didn't have it.
Right. And that label sat there for a long time.
For a long time.
Oh.
It was like, holy shit. And it's not moving.
It was not moving at all.
So then it makes you think that it got lost.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not moving. And you're like, what the hell?
And I kept sending emails. I kept checking. I was like, like, what in the world is going on? So I have not ordered anything else from them, but I will give them another try. I know that book was just everybody was waiting for it, and they had given them out to the other people. Yeah,
very popular.
It was extremely popular. And that's actually a compliment to the artist. I've never heard anybody say anything like that about Kirby or Johannes before.
So
no,
that's when you go to order Kirby's book, you don't have to do it right away because it's going to be there
exactly
a month from now or a week from now or whatever.
Exactly. And Johanna,
I had no idea this one would fly off the shelves like it did.
That was amazing. And I had never seen anything like that before. It was weird. But anyway,
Yep, I'm just
glad it.
glad they came out with a new batch because, there
Yeah.
was still a lot of people that wanted it. And,
Yeah.
it sucks when you can't get the books that you want because, it just sucks to watch everybody else color in them.
And see, they time it. They send it the free ones out like at least a month before, and then after that, everybody can get it. I bet you somebody got into trouble with that. I think that they just didn't. I thought they probably just didn't think that she was going to be doing all that much activity, but she had already had her books out at the 5 and below, so everybody was doing the Earth and the Mandela, and then the other one.
She should have been pre-ordering them.
Circle of Life. You know what? You're so right. She should have been doing that. Somebody's head's gonna. Somebody's gonna. She ain't gonna do that again.
Yeah, everybody that puts out a new book does pre-order.
Mm-hmm.
And that way you get your book, and then there's some left over for the people that couldn't pre-order or didn't even know about the book. Yeah, you can't just do that. You can't just throw it out there and go, here you go, and good luck, first come, first serve.
Mm-hmm. Michael J. Fox. Ange put it in the chat. Michael J. Fox. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well.
All right, baby. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for coming up. I think your pictures are turning out great. Got your little Amish family going there.
Yeah, the cute little Amish kids. They're so adorable. They are adorable.
They're looking kind of creepy with that black background and that big old flower behind them, though.
I know, but and this big hawk over here, it is what it is. So
that door, kind of, it's a little creepy.
It is creepy. Well, thank you.
All right,
I'll talk to you later. Okay. All right. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
All right. Let's see. Oh, I can't get myself out. This Kim